Today is insane. We're at the Vikings' beautiful stadium. It's got to be the prettiest stadium in the entire NFL. And we're about to go down on the field. We have sweet tickets. My daughter's going to perform with Junior Cheer down on the field. It's going to be epic. And you're coming with me. So let's see what a VIP experience is like in Minnesota. Our day started early as my daughter had to be at the stadium at 7:30 so that she could practice with the Vikings cheerleaders. If you've never heard of the Junior Cheer program and you have little ones in your house, go ahead and look into it. It is awesome. They do a great job. You get to practice with the cheerleaders at the Performance Center several times throughout the week. They learn a routine. They get to meet the squad. And then on game day, you get to go in the stadium early so that they can actually practice on the field. You are the only ones in the stadium while your little ones are down there on the field. There's also a flag runners program. So if you don't have a cheerleader or dancer, but you have a kid that wants to participate, maybe a flag runner would be a great option for them. You can do your best to spot them on the big screen, and they're going to make memories that will last a lifetime. After that practice, we had to leave the stadium and come back in when the gates opened for everybody else, but we had VIP pregame field passes, which was an absolutely epic experience. Huge thank you to the Vikings for hosting us. My husband is a lifelong Vikings fan. He grew up in small town South Carolina, but still chose the Vikings for his team. He loved Randy Moss, of course, and the rest was history. He's been a diehard fan ever since, but he had never been on the field until today. This is the moment that we got to enter the field as the teams were warming up. The Ravens were on one side of the field and the Vikings were on the other side of the field. The Vikings Stadium is absolutely beautiful with all the natural light streaming in. It was really cool to be down on field level, just mere feet from all of the football players. It was really fun to be able to watch them warm up. They were doing drills, throwing passes. My husband was especially fanboying a little bit because we got to be near one of the newest players on the team that goes by the nickname Big Citrus. He really loved watching him do drills, literally like you could almost reach out and touch him. We were able to hang out down there till roughly 15 minutes before kickoff. A little bit before that, I had to go deposit my daughter at the starting point for the junior cheerleaders. And as I was coming back, I just took a minute to pause and look back down at my husband on the field. I just knew that this was something he could have never even dreamed of as a child. So it was such a treat to watch him soak it all in. As a part of our special VIP day, we got to access the Delta Sky360 Club. This is where we were going to watch our daughter perform on the field. The Vikings really hooked us up, and I want to show you a little bit about the Delta Club because this is a really neat area where not only can you have just free food and drinks, it's where the players go through the tunnel to their locker room, so you get access to actually slap hands with some of the players, see them really up close and personal. So this gives you a good look at where you are. You're right behind the Vikings bench at field level. Here, some of the players are still warming up right before the game. It was, again, just before the junior cheerleaders performed. Here they are in the tunnel area right before running onto the field. You can see how close you're able to get to them. It would make for an absolutely unbelievable experience for anyone to see the players right there behind the bench. We even got to see Randy Moss, which, as I mentioned, is my husband's favorite player of all time. So that was for sure a highlight. Here's a better look of where the players walk through to go to the locker room. Try to get a good spot right before and after halftime because this is a great time when the players are coming in and out. Maybe you can get some high fives, who knows. And a peek at some of the food in the Delta Suite area. This is the area itself. There are multiple food lines that you can go and access, tables all around, and you can eat while you watch the players from behind the bench. We also had the privilege of checking out the Loft Suites. Anytime you go in one of these suites, they give you a wristband and then they show you to the area that's your suite. We were right beside the opposing team's coach's booth, which was pretty cool. Here's a look inside what you can expect. There's going to be food set up for you inside. There's free food, free drinks. In our situation, we also had some free t-shirts and some gift boxes waiting for us. Charcuterie. I love the skull brie. Gotta love that special touch. fresh fruit, shrimp, and the view for the game. You're right there, kind of in the middle of the stadium where the announcing booths are. Hopefully you'll be able to cheer the Vikings on to a victory. Came up a little short when we were there, but it was just a preseason game, so that's all right. We're going to be okay. The seats are very comfortable and luxurious. You definitely feel like a VIP. About 30 minutes after the game ended, the field was opened up for the Vikings Kids Club members. This is really cool because you can go all over the field. They have some games set up. You can throw a football. We were running plays. My daughter was just having a blast trying to score on Dad. 2 players were down on the field taking pictures with kids after the game. Victor the Viking was set up for some photo ops. My daughter got to see some of the cheerleaders and generally just have a ball running wild and free down on the field. Massive thank you to the Vikings for giving our family this opportunity. I can promise you, there is no better organization in all of the NFL. They do game day right. For more of my travel adventures using points and miles, be sure to follow this page, find me on Instagram, and find the Wonderland On Points Travel Podcast.